What is up, everybody? Ninja Nick here with a quick little video. I will be doing a little review on this baby right here. So I went to the range recently and had some fun. So nice and clear, nothing in there. So went to the range, had some fun with this thing. Got to put about 150 rounds through it. A buddy of mine, he put about 2-3 mags through it, so I'm about 200 rounds. Had one jam, and that was it. The video's up. I do have the jam on there. It was actually kind of funny because it was the second round in, right? Shot the first one perfectly fine, and then went back, cycled, jammed. I'm like, oh, okay. Rocked it back, and then after that, perfectly fine. No other failures to feed. Shot perfectly great, and honestly, was not as bad as I thought. So, this gun performed perfectly. So, definitely going to be one of my new carry guns. And in all honesty, the sights on it definitely remind me of old school, like 1911, because they are pretty fat when you look at these things. Like, see that? Like, I love this because if you knock these things around and everything, these are durable. So, I like that. So, fat sights. Really, really good for super up close. Like, I was shooting at like 55 yards with this baby, and we were getting pretty good shots with this. So 50 yards, 55 yards, really good. There's a feature to this. I'm not too sure if people would like this feature. I like it, but what I'll show you is, so while I was doing it, and I have this on the video too, because I wasn't too sure if this was a feature or not, and I did it twice, right? So as I got done unloading the mag and everything, it got done. I was like, okay. And then went to go feed it in, slapped it like that, boom. So some people, and it is unsafe, so now completely 100% safe, nothing else in there. But I like that feature because when you have that like slap in feature, you aren't having to actually do this with your thumb. Now, some other people might have an issue because this has the whole, like, safety and everything else on it, but I don't have very big hands. Like, I honestly have some dainty hands, okay? I'm not that big. I'm like 5'6", and I have some small hands for a 5'6" dude. Not gonna lie. But if I can do this with my thumb, I'm pretty sure anyone else bigger than me won't have an issue slapping both down the safety on this and the slide release if need be. But as I've shown, you actually don't need to do that. So if you're worried about missing the slide release and everything else, don't. Slap it in, release the, safety on it, and then bam. There you go. Perfectly fine. So definitely worth it. If you see an M17 out there and you're really curious on if this was actually a good gun, it really is. Breakdown really easy. The shooting group wasn't too bad. The recoil control wasn't too bad. The wall on it, nowhere near as bad as I thought. And I wasn't too sure about the trigger, but honestly, the trigger was great. The wall, not as bad. It's literally a very, very audible. You can feel it in your finger. You can feel it. Even while you're shooting, you can feel it. The breakdown, just like, any other commonplace, like, gun, comes apart quite easy. Goes together perfectly easy. You know what I mean? See? So, really, really, really good gun. Worth the money. Really worth the money. I got this at Sportsman's. It came with a 17 rounder and two 21 rounders. So, yeah. Great gun. And the reason why I got it was I'm a huge, huge Army dude. Like, huge. I love Army and everything else. And when I heard that the Army chose the M17, I was like, yes. Because I was in between the M17 and M18. And, not gonna lie, Army, M17, I was like, I'm gonna get that one. Probably will still get the M18 because I want to see how well that one is too. But, great, great gun. like with how light it is, I actually expected the recoil to be a little bit more, but it actually reminds me of my FN. And the actual, hand grip and everything, it is slightly fatter than my FN. My FN is like slightly a little bit slimmer, but the transition from this one to that one hasn't been that bad. And in all honesty, this right here is a nice little, spot put your thumb. And at the same time, if you put your thumb there, it actually does help with your recoil and accuracy. So, because I did do that, I changed it. I had my thumb like this, just normally on the side. And I was like, okay. And then when I actually had it pressed up against that, it was a lot better. So, just practice, be a little, interesting with it. You know what I mean? Very, very, like, good gun. Might put a red dot on it, might not. Because I actually want to see how well a red dot on this would work. But first, I'm going to get good with the irons on this baby, and then transition to a red dot. See if I like a red dot. Because I've never done red dots on handguns. I've always had red dots on rifles, and that's it. So this will probably be the first one I do that with. But when it comes to review, this gun, great. One issue, and that was it. After that, nothing. So, heck yeah. And I mean, I used range, dynamic ammo, I used venom. I put like 3 different types of ammo through this thing. And it was great. Worked perfectly fine. I used Federal, I used Winchester, and I used Venom. So technically 4 different types. So yeah, Venom, Winchester, range dynamics, and then one other one. So yeah, it was like about 4 different ones. So this gun will pretty much take anything. Did put steel case ammo through it. Now I'll probably try to see if I can find some steel case 9mm. But this thing was great. Love this gun. So if you're wondering if this would be a good carry gun, it is. You can even conceal carry this. I'm 5'6". I can conceal carry this gun. It's not like super duper comfortable, depending on wherever you're going to put it. But at the same time, you can conceal carry this if need be. But I open carry this from where I live, so I don't have to worry about that because I live in a free state, unlike some people. So if you live in a free state, don't worry about it. If you live in a not so free state, well, I'm sorry. But that's it for the review. Love this gun. I'll definitely be taking this to the range again because this gun was so fun to shoot. And I hope y'all enjoyed the small little review of mine. Catch me from the next one. Like, share, subscribe, all that jazz. Check out all my YouTube shorts. I have quite a bit of them on there. I have a whole bunch of other videos, geeky stuff, nerdy stuff, funny stuff, whatever. Just I do a whole lot of random stuff. I just do whatever I feel like doing on my YouTube channel. So, if you're into that kind of thing, share, subscribe, all that. Hopefully y'all enjoy this. Later.